Evelyn Coy remembers it was 72 years ago when she answered the call to serve.
Because I wanted to do for my country, I couldn't believe what was being done to our country.
She enlisted in the Navy in 1942 during World War II.
Raise your right hands and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
When I went in the Navy, our uniforms were still on the drawing board.
Coy was in the WAVES division, which stood for Women Accepted for Volunteer Emergency Service.
Are correct.
The waves were 21 days old, and I enlisted on my 21st birthday.
The special unit was created as a temporary assignment during World War II. Coy was in the very first WAVES class.
We weren't even allowed overseas in World War II. The Admiral said, no women.
But they were considered an official part of the Navy. They received the same rank and pay as men. Some worked as nurses or office assistants. Others built airplanes.
I was a cryptologist. You were never allowed to tell anybody what you did. My folks never knew what I did.
What she did was work around the clock, breaking enemy code in top secret offices in Washington, D.C.
Imagine I was 21 years old, and I'm sitting in the White House talking to the president's wife.
A law was passed after World War II giving women permanent status in the military. The WAVES unit ended, but the name stuck, and it continues today. So does Coy's desire to serve her country. She and 6 other San Diego WAVES veterans now have a new mission: to ease long journeys for active duty troops.
This is a nice fabric. We like patriotic fabric or military themes.
Barbara Ellis is chair of the Pillow Making Project. She joined the Navy in 1954 as a personnel officer during the Korean War. Her military career was cut short after she got married and became pregnant.
And there was no maternity uniform in those days. When you couldn't fit in your uniform, you had to get out.
Ellis says they started the Pillow Project 2 years ago, inspired by their patriotism and desire to support the troops.
Very good.
She holds a pillow making party at her house once a week where they share war stories and practice their military precision, armed with thread, needle, and boxes of stuffing. Ellis says they've made so many pillows they've lost track.
Well over 2,000. I deliver 20 every week.
She delivers them to the USO Neil Ash Airport Center at San Diego's Lindbergh Field. That's where they're given to military members and their families.
When the WAVES came to me and said, hey, this is a concept we would like to do, are you on? We took a look at it and saw this is great.
USO Center Director Bobby Woods says 10,000 service members pass through every month. Many are newly graduated Marines fresh out of boot camp from the nearby Marine Corps Recruit Depot. He says the Pillow Project has united young and old generations.
And a lot of these women come from the greatest generation, but they want to continue to serve, and they find ways in which to do it, and I can't think of a better way for them, their particular organization, to serve than what they do now, and they love it.
The women's handmade pillows make a difference for new Marine recruits, such as Curtis DeWolf from Dubuque, Iowa.
You know, them showing their courage and, you know, using their abilities to make pillows to comfort because 7-month deployment, 8-month deployment, even coming back from recruit training, you just want a chance to relax and not sit on a plane straight up.
David Scribner from Fort Wayne, Indiana, says he feels a debt of gratitude to the WAVES women for their military service and their pillows.
When you're shipped out or you're gone for so long, it's nice to know that there's still people serving and trying to help you out while you're trying to help others.
For Evelyn Coy, there's nothing more thrilling than supporting new recruits.
A young Marine comes up to you and says, I want to shake your hand and thank you for the job you did. We are where we are today because of your service.
So the WAVES women sew and stuff with hands that served decades ago in war, now crafting comfort for those serving today. Susan Murphy, KPBS News.